One of my favorite things about the specialty coffee scene in Norman is that all of us are so close together. So many baristas at a ton of these shops in Norman have all worked at kind of a lot of them, or they just have a really good understanding of the entire Norman community.
The coffee scene in Norman is awesome. I used to go to all the cafes around here when had the time to do that, sit down, chill, drink a cup of coffee.
The coffee scene I see in Norman and just Oklahoma in general is growing.
We are seeing growing businesses and growing restaurants and growing coffee, so people are coming here and they're expecting a little bit more than just your Folgers and your Maxwell House or even just your Starbucks. They're expecting specialty coffee shops. They're expecting something different that they can get anywhere else.
It's kind of cliquish, if you would. I mean that in a good way. Everybody's in their own little pod. You've got Gray Owl, then they have like a nice study area. You've got Michelangelo's, and they've got live music at night. So everybody has its own little characteristic.
Having lived in a big city and really gotten to love coffee, and then coming back and getting to be a part of the growth of coffee. In Norman particularly, I think there's some great coffee going on, and there's a lot of camaraderie between the coffee shops here.
So I'm not from Oklahoma, and I was surprised in coming to Oklahoma to find that there is such a vibrant coffee community, not only here in Norman, but in the broader Oklahoma City area.
Now it's, we've got a few good coffee spots, and I think that that's super great for the coffee industry. Just the awareness of specialty coffee is good for all of us.
What I love about coffee is the entire process of it, from the farmers to the production to the roasting to the serving. I just love the entire story of the bean.
I think coffee is something that people can really relate to when they're maybe in some kind of pain or they're just in a very good mood, but it's soothing, it's relaxing.
What I like about coffee is actually that it does bring people together.
I just love the flavors of coffee. I think a good cup of coffee, it wakes you up in the morning, but it's something that I look forward to every day. And I just love the warm feeling of it, but also just the community around coffee.
I love coffee because it makes you hyper and it gives you, I call it my go juice. What is that, a Honey Boo Boo reference, my go-go juice?
I like coffee because it wakes you up in the morning. I mean, when you're here at 5:30 a.m., you always have to wake up.
Well, coffee's delicious. I like coffee because it's delicious.
First and foremost, Second Wind is a nonprofit coffee shop that is designed to benefit the college students of the University of Oklahoma.
We're running a pay-what-you-can model. We have a suggested price based off of what it costs us to make the drink, but you can pay more or less depending on your means and how much you like the place. We're a nonprofit, so we make no money. So all the money that we get in excess of what it takes to make our drinks goes back into community projects.
My favorite thing about Second Wind is that all of our baristas are volunteers, and yet they are so dedicated and so passionate about their craft.
I really enjoy working at Second Wind because it allows me to interact with a lot of different members of the community I wouldn't otherwise talk to, and I get to see how people respond to this unique, different kind of model for running a coffee shop, and overwhelmingly people respond positively. People tend to be really supportive of our mission and of our shop, and it's really cool to get that community support, to be exposed to so many different people that I wouldn't otherwise meet with.
One thing I would like people to know about Second Wind that they might not already know, aside from serving some of the best coffee, is that we have a ton of really awesome events that happen almost every single week. We host open mic nights, we host poetry slams, open mic poetries, and we have a bunch of local artists hanging up in the shop right now, and I think it's a really awesome way to give back to the community, and we're a really community-oriented coffee shop.
Really anything that fits within our space and fits within the law and fits within what our shop's about, we're willing to host. We're always open to new ideas from the community, so anyone who needs a space for some sort of event is welcome to reach out.
Working at Second Wind has been an honor and a pleasure over the past 3 years that I've been here. We have one of the most tight-knit communities that I have ever worked with, and I love every single member of our community. So come be a part of our community with our local coffee by Mariposa and our local milk and local teas as well. We'd love to see you.
Cool Beans Coffee is a drive-through in Norman, Oklahoma. It's a gourmet drive-through, which we get beans freshly roasted for us every week, and we make all of our drinks fresh to order. Everything from caramel macchiatos, mochas, we do a Nutella latte. We have a frozen drink called the Cool Bean that we do. It's our iced coffee, which is a cold brew. But yeah, one of our biggest sellers, I would probably say, is the caramel macchiato or the mocha. One of the things that makes us unique is our stickers. They're on all of our lids, our iced and hot lids. There's an example of one of them right here. People collect our stickers, and then they send us pictures of where all their stickers are from all their drinks and stuff. So that's one of the things that makes us unique. But also, I have about 5 baristas that work for me, and we just know our customers. We know what they want, and we get to see them every single day and be a part of our lives. So I think that's what's really important with my business. I would like people to know that Cool Beans is here, because we're so far east side that a lot of people still don't know about us, but we're a quick drive-through, nice, friendly baristas that are here working to make your quick order drinks every day. So I would just like people to come check us out. We get all of our stuff roasted for us fresh every single week, and we make it fresh to order. So I think once you come in and try our drinks, you'll come back.
The Screen Door is a coffee shop here in Norman on Main Street. We pretty much cater to college students, but we also have meetings, birthday parties, things like that. We give to the community through our tips, and we have awesome coffee. Our drip coffee is from the Netherlands. I actually have it imported from there. And then the espresso and the decaf come from a local place here in Choctaw, Crowned Coffee. The decor here is the 1920s with the steampunk twist on it. I'm very fascinated with the 20s, so I wanted to decorate in that form. And then I love the steampunk, aspect of it, so that's how it's decorated. Pretty much, to sum it all up, what we are is just a bistro coffee shop that gives back to the community, and we want the community to come in and feel very welcome and relaxed, and they're welcome to stay as long as they want. There's not a rush. We have free Wi-Fi. I would love to see people come down, especially Second Friday. I would love for artists to be able to display their art, so they're encouraged to do that. So artists from all over the state. This isn't just we're not just a Norman coffee shop. We would love for people from all other students from other schools to come down, because it's not just OU students that get the discount. And then especially on the weekends when we have bands, and we're also having open mics, and we're also going to do talent shows. So it's certainly worth the time to come and check us out, or give us a call, or check us out on our website.
Hello, I'm Michael Palermo with Michelangelo's Coffee and Wine Bar. I'm the owner of it. I'm more of a purist when it comes to independent coffee shops. I like to go in them, and I like for my guests to really come in and experience what we have to offer, and not be in a big rush. Not that we take a long time, but hey, we're just like any other coffee shop when it comes to that. We're a place that was designed to meet some needs of the community. Not just a coffee shop, but a place for artists to showcase their work. The art on the walls and the musicians. So we do a lot of different things here. But I think the real ingredient is our staff. We can have all those things in place, but if our staff isn't friendly, genuine, and really concerned about doing their job properly, people will notice that. I wanted you to be able to walk in and kind of feel like, hey, all my worries are outside. Sit down, have a cup of coffee, a glass of wine with a friend, and a piece of chocolate, and relax. We're not a table turner. We like for people to stay and visit with us.
Syrup is a breakfast restaurant, I would say a specialty breakfast restaurant, where you can get your pancake breakfast, but you can also get your specialty items like crunchy French toast. You can go ahead and get a huevos rancheros. You can get a sriracha honey chicken and waffle.
We bring a different variety every single season. So you're not coming in here and getting the same biscuits and gravy you might get at a mom and pop shop. You're gonna come in here, every single season, you're gonna have something different. You're gonna have something that pops in your mouth, and it's gonna be great.
So we serve coffee from Stumptown, and it's based out of Portland, Oregon. So we were actually the first people to carry Stumptown, and so a lot of people actually come to our breakfast restaurant because specifically of the coffee.
The reason why I personally love our coffee is because it's unique. I mean, you have different types of blends, a Rwanda, you have a Costa Rican, you have a Guatemalan, which a lot of people in restaurants here in Oklahoma, they don't have that type of coffee, and it's almost like you're stepping into a West Coast vibe when you take a sip of it.
One of the things that I love about syrup that people don't know is actually that we are owned by missionaries out of Cape Town, South Africa. And so you're not just buying pancakes, you're not just getting a great cup of coffee, but for the money that you're spending here, you're actually giving across the world. You're giving across the earth. In Cape Town, we've seen money go to orphans here in Norman. And so what you're doing is you're not just giving money just so you can have a great meal or even just great service, though that is included, but you can be rest assured that your money you're spending here is going to something bigger than even you.
What you notice here when you walk in is it's not a franchise, it's not corporate. You see people in everyday t-shirts and they got a smile on your face like you'd see them down the street. The people that you meet here are genuine, and it's the same people you'll go and see them sitting on their couch. You just got smiles all the way around.
I feel like Gray Owl's uniqueness lies in the decor. It feels like a living room as opposed to a cafe, and I feel like that really sets people kind of at ease and allows for a really relaxing environment for them to have their coffee or tea and study or visit with friends and family. A roaster out of Tulsa, and we offer pour-overs, French press, Chemexes, and also a line of specialty espresso drinks. Anywhere from your typical lattes to Americanos and cappuccinos. Here at Gray Owl, we bake all of our pastries just in this little tiny kitchen back behind the counter. We offer things from scones to muffins and cookies and bagels and quiche, and then we have some specialty items. And we source our ingredients from a natural food company, which I feel like it's good to offer organic and natural products. Gray Owl Coffee is located downtown, which I think is a wonderful place in Norman to kind of get the mix of a diverse crowd. We have people that are professionals, students, families, children. I think that because we are just your basic living room, we're so open to everybody.
Waving Wheat is constantly in evolution. We are now a diner, bakery, coffee shop, and bakery. We are done expanding.
We have a local coffee from the company Leap.
Shout out to you guys.
It's actually organic, and it's brewed and it's roasted right in Oklahoma City, right off of Route 66. It is I would say it's a really nice full body. I drink it straight with a little bit of cream, and I love it. But we have all different kinds. We can do cappuccinos, we can do, you name it, we have it. We just can do it.
Currently, our signature drink is the Spicy Mayan. If you love spicy and you love hot chocolate, I highly recommend it. All of our coffees are made with a triple shot, which is something that our other people aren't doing.
Besides the coffee, we have scones. We also have challah, which is a braided egg bread that is incredibly hard to find in Oklahoma.
We have grown a lot since 2012. Originally when we started, we were only a bakery, and everyone still thinks that we are just a bakery, but we have added on lunch items and breakfast items, and we serve breakfast all day now, and we serve local sourced coffee.
I would describe it as you can smell it before you see it. When you come in, everything is fragrant with like baked bread, baked cookies, but we have all kinds of goodies in here.
I welcome everyone to come in and give Waiting Weed a try. We are very welcoming. We love our customers. We typically get to know them on a first name basis. You're welcome to home cooked food, soul warming baked goods, and rich creamy coffee. It's pretty much a win-win for everything.
I worked at a fantastic bakery and coffee shop while I was in New York, and it was the first time that I really loved my job. I loved waking up every day to go to work. I loved my coworkers. I loved the process of it, and so that to me made me realize that I wanted to open my own sort of business where I could provide that for people, that just enjoyment of like going to your job every day. At Crimson and Whipped Cream, we really pride ourselves on our locally roasted coffee offerings and our made fresh, baked every day from scratch pastries, cupcakes, cookies, all the comfort food treats that Grandma would have made. Postscript is basically all the things that I love to buy, and I adore snail mail and pens, and so we're just trying to keep some more old-fashioned things going. I actually learned a lot about coffee in opening the business because my expertise is as the pastry chef, so I really had to sort of educate myself about coffee. Went to coffee school in Portland and really just realized that there's more to coffee than I ever thought. We really just want to serve you the best coffee, whether that just be a cup of black coffee or whether that be a vanilla latte. As far as baked goods, we make everything from scratch in-house every day, and I really do give my staff a lot of freedom to experiment with recipes and try new things. I basically, with both of my shops, I feel like I'm sort of giving you a piece of myself, and you know, I'm not trying to change the world in any huge way, but if I can brighten somebody's day with a card, a thank you note, you know, a chocolate chip cookie and a cup of coffee, that makes me feel really good, and I hope that that transfers over to the customer and that they feel that love from us as well. You know, we would really love it if you came down and got some coffee, maybe played a board game, you know, come over and write a thank you note to someone that you haven't talked to in a while, and just really enjoy yourself.
The Norman scene on coffee is really great. All the small local shops that are here are really nice, and all the owners are awesome.
I do hope one day to have my vanilla latte as awesome as Grey Owl's. They killing it. And you, Cool Beans.
I love that Norman is becoming a bigger city but still has that small town feel, and I think local coffee shops really help with maintaining that ideal.
And I think Norman being a college town, I believe that college students want something special as well. And so that's one of the reasons why we're here. And that's one of the reasons why we're seeing growth, not only just businesses, but in coffee and in restaurants here in the city.
I highly recommend anyone outside of the Norman area to come in and give Norman a try for their coffee.
I would love to see people come to Norman from outside of Norman city limits.
So if you're not from Norman and you're hankering for a cup of coffee, I mean, we have so many great places for coffee. You could even do a crawl if you wanted to. We've got Grey Owl, we've got Michelangelo's, we've got Cool Beans, represent. We've got our place over here, so you could go from place to place and get your fix on every corner just about.
Whether you're here for a game day or visiting the school or just interested in checking out some new coffee shops, Norman is a great growing coffee scene, and and I highly recommend driving down here and going on a little bit of a tour and sampling some of the great coffee that Norman has to offer.
Specialty coffee shops sprinkled kind of throughout the town, which is great, and every single one of them have a different vibe, all good vibes, but it's really something that if you're wanting to come and experience coffee in Norman, you've got quite a few places to stop and check out, and I encourage you to do so.
A cup of coffee in the morning, and I get the paper. I check.
We are not successful unless you guys come. Or I don't like that answer.
Listen to that foam. You hear that? Nothing. That's pretty. It's gonna be creamy.
Okay, so you want mommy to give it to you? Oh, are you all shy?
You're gonna be shy.
Russell, it's okay.
No, I hate all that. Stop.
Yeah, that's it. You have to edit that out.
Yeah.